because everybody's joining in. I don't know. Am I buffering? Y'all tell me. Let me get a let me get the chat window up. What's going on, everybody? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all are having connection problems, because YouTube's telling me I am, but my streaming. Oh, it is. Hold on. I don't know if I can fix this mid. I don't think I can fix this mid stream. Maybe because of the different camera that I'm using. Not red though this time. I mean, to me it's saying it's okay, but I don't know for sure. Let's get it off that and see if it helps. I'm way behind. I've got a little bit of different camera view. I hadn't really had time. Okay, the buffering went away on this end, so maybe it was just that video for some reason. Well, that's just not good. Still working on this damn thing. Hadn't had time to really play with it. So I hope everybody's doing well, and okay, it's better now. Yeah, I'm running OBS, and it may be that, like I said, I had like zero time to set up to have a game plan or anything. So maybe it was that video. We'll see. We'll see. I hope everybody's doing great. It was actually a beautiful day. Let's get out of studio mode and let's see what we got here. Reload again. Damn. Okay. Y'all just tell me in the comments now if it's now that I've removed that video. Yeah, volume. I can turn that up. That's not a problem. You turn up a little bit. There we go. But it's still saying that I'm having some issues buffering here. So give me a second. Give me a second. It is buffering on my screen. Yes, yesterday or 2 days ago we had really bad storms come through, and it really messed up our internet. And I don't know if we've ever really gotten back to full speed because of that. I turned up my bit rate a little bit, so video's still bad. Yeah, it's still saying. Oh, shoot. Alright, just stay here for a second. I don't know if it's going to go down or come back up, but hold on. I got to fix this. Still doing it, y'all. Still freezing up. I guess I'm still live. I don't know. It says I'm getting pissed off at this now. I guess it's my internet this time because of those storms. Oh my goodness, that just sucks. This is what happens when I don't test my camera, right? Ultra fast. Let's try ultra fast. See if that'll help. Ooh-wee. Think ultra fast will help? We're gonna get to this eventually, y'all. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the chat and just chat with y'all for a minute. I'm gonna catch up and say hi to everybody while that is doing what it's doing. Okay. Okay, so hey, good morning, Ian. Yeah, I know. This is the look of a true video guy. What in the hell's wrong with you? Hi, hey, Ian. Hey, Ryan. Fred, Rune. Hey, hope you had a good dinner. Saw you post on Twitter, but I was fighting this. Still got encoder overload, so... Whoa. Getting low disk space, too. That's just great. I'm getting multiple crashes, y'all. I'm gonna go down to the bottom and see where we're at. Sounds good. It's saying it's overloaded, and it's saying my memory's low, so I don't know what's going on now. I guess we'll just talk, and I kind of cancel some of the plans that I had here. Hey, Loganson, YouTube, morning. Rune again. Torch, good morning. Terry Lewis, good morning. Luck Picking Patrolman. Pete, Tim, Nick, Victor, hey, saw you post something, but it's gone now. King Street, what's up? Bart Simpson, hey. Victor, Wes, good morning. Hey, Wes, you need to come get, whenever you get a chance, stop by and get your little thing that you did my best core with. Your little tin. I gotta go close the door. Hey, Tyler, good morning. Paul, good morning again. Morning, Night Owl. Andy, how are y'all? Happy Easter, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, I know. This may be horrible. Podcast with the chat. There you go. Trip over the cords. Yes, Jeff, I tripped over a cord. Morning Secure Take Locksmith Company, upstate New York. You're up there near, somewhere around Night Owl. I don't know if he's upstate, but I know he's in New York. Hey, morning, Chef. Good morning. All right, so somewhat working now. Video just got smooth. Okay, we may be smoothed out, so it may have just been, I don't know. Yeah, the best key works, Wes. Everybody, Wes, friend of mine here locally, I gave him a best core to take apart, and he got me a control key for it, or the control bitting for it, so I didn't have to take it apart. And he had a little cool, one of those little Sparrows tins with the little, what you call it, the thing that you put the pins in to show them off, that I don't have any of. No, I don't need it. Just whenever you're about to buy, you can get it whenever. And yes, I did have a few things planned in there, but obviously with our technical difficulties, and we're already 15 minutes in, and I'm kind of scared to touch anything on the computer. So let's go look real quick and see. Just a brief update. I just want to see if this overloads the system, because again, we're all still practicing in this, right? If you remember from last week, we talked about the garbage can thefts. I happened to drive by the other day, and guess what? Guess what, y'all? That's right. We've got them chained down. Yay! Chained down. And yes, if you wanna see a little bit closer. Yeah, of course. I mean, what do you expect? There's a Home Depot 8 miles away. So, but yeah, garbage cans are expensive, yo. I'm sure those things are like $100 and something each. That's not even the same kind that got stolen from him. I don't think he had just regular bins. I was gonna try to get a my chat up on a separate browser over here, but my pad, I've got a pad running here as well, my old Samsung pad, and I wanted to put the chat on up so that I could keep better track of the chat, and that just didn't work out for me at all. Ooh, hey. We have not solved the potato mystery. Nobody has been able to come up with an answer for that. Nobody has fessed up. Besides the low resolution, it's supposed to be 1920. It's overloading again. Oh man, guys, man, I'm sorry about this. This really sucks. Let me get back on my other screen. Get rid of this. Go back to this screen, and hopefully it'll smooth out. So yes, we still got a lot of tweaking to do. It may just be related to the storms because we are on kind of a new thing. We used to be with AT&T, but now we're on Fuse, and it tied in our phones, so internet and everything is all tied in together. And that storm the other day, if you're on Twitter, you may have seen, it even hit national news. We had really bad storms come through. It was crazy, and actually, I don't want to load the video because it's going to crash the system most likely. Probably going to have to tweak my video settings for my phone, but yes, we had really bad tornadoes come through. It hit like the west side of town, and then it skipped over most of Jackson and landed 30 miles that way, destroyed a whole small town that way. But yeah, it got really bad here, and it was raining real bad. I wish I could show the video, but if you're on Twitter, I posted it on Twitter, but I walked outside the door, and lightning or something hit the power pole, like literally right here, and it went boom, and like the static, I could feel the static when I came back in. At the end of that clip, I did cut it for Twitter because I walked back in and I was like, holy hell, crap, blah, 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 and said quite a few choice cuss words. And then I said something to Kim in the video, and she's like, what'd you say? And I was like, blah, 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 blah. But I guess, I don't know if it was lightning or what. Unfortunately, I'd moved my GoPro. I was recording the storm, and I'd moved my GoPro away from that angle. But yeah, if you've ever been underneath a transformer, it wasn't even a transformer. It was just like a connection. It killed our 220 power. We got to go home Thursday morning early because of that. And we're on the hospital grid, so it wasn't. We usually keep power really well because we've got all these hospitals right here, and there's a power plant station right here. So we're kind of on that grid, the first area to be tended to, luckily. But yeah, it scared the bejesus out of me. If you've ever been by a transformer that blows, it wasn't a transformer, but it sounded just like it. And yeah, I was just like, wow. And I could feel the static. It kind of messed me up in the head a little bit for a little while. No jokes. So go back to chat here. Oh, me. The 1080. I don't know. No, it's not the why. I think it's from the storm. So he's been fine. Okay, good. I feel better about that now. Made a stream, now video is high res. Okay, it was an insulator that blew. Oh, yeah, did you see that picture? Yeah, it's a insulator thing. It was dangling. Let's do this real quick. I want to talk about this. Oh, hey. This is another thing I was talking about on Twitter. So right now, and this was one of the things that I was going to talk about on what I wanted this broadcast to be about, but obviously we have to be very careful with our internet and videos. So I can't put any videos up, but I did take a couple of screenshots of 3 questions. So while y'all are looking at that, so Mississippi doesn't have locksmith licensing. This is kind of about licenses, but we do have access control licenses. As of about 4 years ago, alarm companies around here got together and shook hands to try to integrate access control, because I guess a lot of companies were putting in mag locks and access control equipment, and they wanted to corner the market of that. So they uh, got with the legislature, put a bill into effect that brought access control into alarms. And thus, anybody who does access control has to have an alarm license, which I do. I don't do alarms. I've never been interested in alarms. Never really cared about alarms. I know some people do alarms. It's great business. It's great residual income, especially. But so yes, every year, the first year you have to take like a lot of tests, and then go like do a ACT type test with a lady watching you and on their computer. It was like 30 hours worth of online testing, and then I had to drive a ways to do it. So Kevin said he had a lightning strike his tree. Ooh, yeah, that sucks. But anyway, long story short, you got to take to get your renewal every year. You have to do CEU credits, which is continuing education credits. So I posted this on Twitter because it was funny as heck. But this was talking about the smart cards. This is the access control. If you have to get CEU credits for your state for access control in particular, because there's no real locksmith. There are actually locksmith tests on this website, but it's part of, for some reason, access control. And we'll see on the next questions that this is focusing directly towards alarm or electrical people. But the funniest thing about this question was, obviously, now that I've sitting here talking to y'all, been able to read that, the funniest thing is D. Yeah, I really wish that they had, would insult their card holders. But the answer to the question is A for sure, because I passed this test with a 96. Yay! And so here's another question just like that. And I was just showing you some of the samples off this website. It's a free, you basically only pay once you pass the test to get your diploma, and you got to take your diploma, your paperwork, your graduation certificate of that class for the 4 hours and submit it to your state to get your renewal every year. It's no real big deal taking these courses are like $40 a piece. The first one was more expensive, but the renewals are bad. However, I'm running out of courses, and last year I remember saying to Kim that I was gonna like hate this year's, but I was really gonna hate next year. So last year I was saying in 2 years I'm really gonna hate it. This is much easier than driving and going to Texas to the flake things. Now there is a one coming up in Memphis that I may try to slip in, just because I know next year the online courses here are going to be really bad, because I'm running out of options on it. So yeah, this was another question, but if you see, the reason why I'm posting this is because you see another locksmith term in about 5 questions for access control on this test. They use this. They say another locksmith term is, if you have an experienced locksmith walk through your facility with you, it's a luxury, but it would be the best to do. So it's very interesting how they word some of these tests, and I'm just leaving this up long enough for y'all to read it and do that. I'm going to go back over the comments here. So Mr. 74, alarm certificates are a joke. I've been in, the state. It's just money. The worst thing about it all, besides the fees for the testing, the fees for the initial license, the renewal fees, is in Mississippi they made it so you have to have a whole separate insurance. I can't just call my insurance person and say, like, or my regular business insurance, I couldn't just call them and say, hey, I need this for alarm. I had to get their special insurance. Guess what? After you trace it back a little bit, that special insurance, there's only 2 places in the world that issue it. This is for Mississippi. I don't know about other places. There was only literally two insurance companies in the world that insured people for access control. One of them was an established bank, and guess what the other one was? That's right, a private insurance company set up by, I wonder who. So, oh me, yeah, you gotta have the low voltage license. But the funniest thing is we had to get fingerprinted and all that the first time. You don't have to get fingerprinted every year, but you definitely have to get fingerprinted, and they run the checks and all that for the first one. Yeah, so this question, going back to this, sorry. Did we all figure out the answer here? What was this? Oh, this one was funny because of stapled to the back of the door. Has anybody ever seen wires stapled to the back of the door to run power? I literally would probably call, now that I'm licensed, which I had to get licensed, like I said, 3 years ago, but like literally, I would call my contact at the department to turn somebody in if they literally stapled wires to the back of the door to run power to an electrified lock. I would be like, hey, customer, who did this? I need a name and number and a business because they need to be slapped. Last question. Here it is again. Another locksmith term is mortise lock. Hello, Mr. Alarm Technician. Here's another locksmith term for you. Just, yeah, I hate taking tests like this because it's just whatever. Night Owl saw one of those stapled to the thing. Well, yeah, if it's a DIY job, they can't really do a whole lot about it. Bad locksmithing on Twitter. Oh, Ian, you seen wires stapled to the door? Oh my God, I would just, oh man, I'd definitely take a picture. So this one was mortise lock. We all know what mortise locks are. I guess alarm technicians don't. But what was the answer here? The electrified mortise lock and electrified cylindrical locks have several things in common. Which of the following statements is true? Both types of locks can be ordered fail-safe before fail-secure D. Anyway, that was just 3 questions. I'm going to get off of this here. But yeah, the answer on that one's, was it D? Yeah, D. Neither type needs to have their doors cross-drilled. No, you can just staple wires to the back of the door. That's just nuts. Anyway, yeah, I've taken 1 test, so I'm down 4. And each course takes me. Of course, I speed read, and on questions, I'm not real great with SAT type test and all that. I hate testing. I hated school because I would just go to the question. It's pretty easy. Process of elimination. You're automatically going to be able to knock out at least 1 or 2 of the answers, and then it's a 50-50 guess. So on a lot of tests like that, I just read the question. If I can't figure it out, especially these open book silly tests, and then finish it. So the 4-hour course may take me 45 minutes to an hour to do, but that's because I speed read. I've always been a big avid reader, so I speed read. You know, I can scan information real quick, pick out what I need to know. So on these tests, I've actually got, that one was access control. Advanced access control is next. And then I have a choice between biometrics, which I don't really care about the particulars of biometrics as long as when I plug it in and it sets up and does what it's supposed to do. I don't really care about how it disseminates retinal or, you know, it's interesting stuff, but for purposes of my information, I just want the product to work when I plug it in and be able to set it up. I don't care about the intricacies of it as far as how necessarily it works, as long as it works when I put it in, right? And another one was, what was the other one? CCTV basics. I've never really gotten into CCTV. I want to more and more, so I may take it instead of the biometrics, but I don't know yet. Scotch tape and glue. Oh my goodness. Hey Bill, good morning. Joining in. Thanks for being here. Happy Easter again to all you guys who weren't here in the very beginning. Tony Buzan with the speed ring. I don't know who Tony Buzan is. I guess he's a speed reader, right? Oh me. How is y'all's weather up north? I know I got a few guys up here up north and around the northern areas. It's starting to be springtime for y'all like it is here. It is definitely starting to be springtime. Hold on, bear back. I have like 4 people coming in. Supposedly, I've had phone calls all morning. Of course, we're the only storefront locksmith, storefront locksmith that's open on Saturdays, so we do get a lot of business from that. But I've got a Suzuki ignition coming in. This may be it right here. Be right back. Hey.
How you doing?
Actually, that one's not going to be this bad because it's got these little screws on it, and it's in the off position. So normally I would go grab my Suzuki reader for this thing. But before I had a Suzuki reader for this thing, I would take it off. Usually these are, on some of these ignitions, these are got rubber caps over them. And what am I trying to say? We're like the old foreign car shear bolts where the head broke off. Still want to slap a MFer because of those things. I still one of these is spring loaded, so you always got to be careful taking off this little fella right here. Spring cap there. Just make them straight on out. Yeah, it's gonna come straight on out. What the heck, man? There's a good little spring right down there. Maybe less than 30 minutes, right? Here, back. Key is not sitting in there. Looks like the key is. I don't like the warding is warped almost. Because the key is definitely a little bit of an angle, but. Yep, look at that. Sucker wore out. What is that, guys? Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see that. Y'all tell me what the bidding is there. 7 spaces, 1 through 4. Starting there. I know what it is. Last look. Y'all can do it. First one to guess the bidding wins a Suzuki. No, I'm just joking. I'm still going to make them wait, though. Okay, what's going on? I'm going to catch up here. Oh, let's see. An ignition. All right, going back to the question earlier, New York's been 50s and rainy, so yeah, all should be. All y'all snow should have melted and flown down, or flowed down here by now. Because we flooded. Oh, we got some guesses coming. Let's see what we got going. Let's hold this back up and see. I'm going to match up the guesses. Wait, wrong way. Well, no, there's only one in there. I initially guessed that, but one's a no cut. So if we hold it straight and we see number 4 is flush, so that's your one. So this would actually be a 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chuck my card up, cut the key, and we'd be done. Got my hands dirty. Let's see. Why was that held for review? I don't know why your question was held for review. When a Suzuki. Oh, I passed a Suzuki coming in this morning. It was the GSX 1000R Hayabusa. Sweet bike. Never, ever been able to have a bike ever since I got married. Kim doesn't like the motorcycle thing. So, we do a heck ton of ignition work for all the motorcycle guys around the area because we're one of the very few that does motorcycle keys. And I know quite a few of them. All the those guys were fragrant. I'll just put it that way. I guess my whole pad theory is just screwed up. All this is doing is getting in the way. So I'm going to turn this off. That didn't work out very well. Again, I did not really have time to load any other stuff. I had some really cute pictures and stuff, and I'm actually using my phone. If you didn't at the very beginning, you notice I'm not as red. I'm not as red as I was last time. I don't know why that other phone, besides being obviously works better with the internet, I don't know why that other phone. Probably because this newer phone has more megapixels, so it's sending more mega. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's it. We'll figure it out. There used to be a guy that made really nice bikes in Jackson. We had a place downtown that did custom bikes. 213, 313. I think it was 313. Yes, you asked me about that American Roundhead. Excuse me. I think if you order, I can't use my phone to look it up on the Flake website. Guys, if y'all know the round-headed, the AM3, the old style roundhead doesn't use a SE lock and key. Oh, no, man, we're sure done. Thanks. Yeah, 1046 is going to be the triangular head, and I want to say I don't know. Do any of you guys know? I ordered some one time and they came in. I don't know if it was an off-brand like LSDA or something like that. I can't remember what it was offhand for the round head. So y'all let a mad dude let him know if y'all know the product number to get a round head AM3 bike. Jet. I think it was Jet, if I remember correctly. I think I got them through Flake one time and I was expecting them to be AM3 with just the triangular shaped head, but Pete, yes, I'm not as mad this week. They still have a guide to motorcycle books that help make keys. You know, motorcycle keys, how much for, shut up, Jeff. A regular key is $5,000. Wait, what was I saying? 1041C, the guide to motorcycle books. The only real guide I have John Blankenship has always been known as the. I've got the Ilko, the book, but it's from a while back. So it tells you quite a few things that you need to know as far as making motorcycle keys. But John Blankenship, as far as I remember or know, he is the quote king of John Blankenship motorcycle books. He's got a website. What did we say that bidding was, y'all? 3. Somebody tell me what this is. 3. Oh, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 2, 3.
Hey, bro.
Alright.
Hey. Oh, man, you got anything I can do out here, man? Make, wash the windows or something?
Nah,
You
sorry.
don't have a phone by any chance?
Nah, I can't help you, man.
All right, bet.
Yeah. Get that all the time. Hey, y'all, I lowered the camera a little bit. I was tired of looking up at y'all. Message is held for review. Why is it still doing it? You're supposed to be 1041C is not an American blank. I don't think. 1046 is 6-pin though, Bill, I thought. Hey, good morning, Jose. Yeah. No, you can't. The windows actually just got washed. They're literally clean, but that's just a common issue around here, especially when I got the door open and people be walking by. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. If I remember how it went in. So either this way. Nope, not that way. This way. Nope, not that way. This way. Nope. Nope. That way. Definitely needs some lube. Look at this, y'all. I made money while I was doing my live. Thanks for watching. All done. Except for, of course, cutting the other side of the key. Another good thing about... Oh, don't fall. Another good thing about some motorcycles is you only have the one side. Of course, you got to copy both sides to make it a double-sided convenience key, but to test it, like if you were working on it and you didn't know, you could always cut one side, and if you screwed up, you still have the other side to mess with. You know, motorcycles, in my opinion, were literally the worst thing to have to deal with. Number one, the gas tank. Oh, my God. You got to push down, and it's just horrible. Horrible design by motorcycle people. Oh, look at that. We're all done, y'all. Oh, yeah, that's right. 1041C. I don't actually... Yeah, I think I might have some 1041Cs. But I don't carry the round head American keys. I always just order those AM7s or whatever. I remember I remember when they made them shift and made them longer. You used to couldn't get the long shoulder, and then at some point there's one, I think, one padlock, guys? Do y'all remember why they did that? Because there's just like one padlock that requires it to be deeper, so they just shifted their whole production. Alright, well, I'm glad we got that straightened out for a Mad Aimer. That is pretty cool. Hey, Liquid Cat from Canada. I've got lots of guys from Canada up there. Of course, Canada's a big country, but there's lots of y'all from Canada. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in on the live chat. New face, new blood. Sorry. Also, yeah, for those of you, Bill, I know if you're still here, Bill, but some of you last week, we got to experience a nice little laid out format, and I just see it got all screwed up because the beginning of this podcast, or yes, the beginning of the video was garbled so bad. So unfortunately, those of you who were not here last week, or they're here this week, I may not be able to do the best job on my live Saturdays as far as having a real deal presentation. Those of you on Twitter who saw this was my rusted up bits, and I soaked them in vinegar thanks to, oh, what's her name, Lisa, down, I don't think she's ever on my live, but she used to comment. She's down in Alabama, and a couple other people told me to use vinegar to soak my bits in. These were, for those of you who don't know, I had all these in a nice little white watertight, like a Plano fishing case. Those things work well in reverse. If they get moisture in them and you close them up, yeah, it doesn't come out. And where does it go? It goes under the tools. So I think I've saved those. Yay. Hey, John Conlon, good morning. How is everybody doing so far? All you new guys that have just joined in. Jose, I saw you pop in. Not overly fluent in Spanish, so let's see if we can fix that real quick. Where's my translate? Yeah, translate. Oh, good afternoon. So, wish I could have up another screen just for, I wish they would put it in there so that I could translate stuff like that. Hola. It's about all I know. I know a few words, but those boxes are great for holding water in, yes. Okay. Let's go back to this over here. Like I said earlier, I've lost all my, I believe, oh wait, oh no, go back off that. Okay. So yes, it's 11:48. It's going to be probably a due on time one this time because it got so screwed up. I hate that. But I do want to wish everybody a happy Easter who has just joined in. We don't really have plans for tomorrow. Our kids are too big to worry about Easter presents. Oh, okay. Got a call. I'll tell you a couple of stories real quick. Got a call yesterday. I kind of expected it to happen. About 2 months ago, I went out to open an attic. 2 attics that got locked, and I guess a relatively new house to these people. Opened them, made the keys, also did a couple of other things. However, at the time, I was never informed that there were actually 3 attic entrances. Hey, Daryl, good morning. I did not say good morning to you last Saturday. When I went back on the comments, I had noticed I missed you. Sorry about that, but good morning to you and Carol over there in Cornwall. Hope y'all are doing well. Sorry I missed you last week. Let me grab that and I'll finish the story. Okay. Fine, I didn't want to blame you either. Keep on walking, buddy. Get a call last night at 6 o'clock. Hey, you came out and, did something at our house just a little while ago. It was that tone in the voice. After you've been doing this long enough, you can kind of pick up that tone in the voice. Hey, you were just out, to do this, and well, we put our Easter baskets in an attic, and it was one that we missed while you were here. Like, okay, well, she goes, well, can you come out in the morning? Because, it's Easter stuff, I got to get it out. I was like, yeah, no, can't do it in the morning because of, having to do stuff here. And I was like, but I can go, now. Literally, I was on my way home or packing up to go out. Yeah, I get there, it's, 15 minutes away from here. Go down a bumpy ass road, I might add. Not that many of ours are smooth, but this one's like really bad because it's got speed bumps. You don't need speed bumps in Jackson. Get there, go upstairs, just a schlag, pick the lock, took my mobile kit in so I wouldn't have to go back and forth. Did it, keyed it to her key, closed it, 3 minutes, started walking down the stairs, and here it comes. Do I owe you anything? It's like, yeah, there's a service charge, and that just gets me. Why would I not owe you anything? I don't understand. I'm going to try to be nice because, this is publicly searchable and anybody could be watching. But, yes, if you call somebody who drops what they're doing and comes right out just because you locked it in one room that I didn't work on and you had 2 other, why would somebody think that they didn't owe me? I'm not doing this for fun, Come on. Just irritating. Denmark, we start Easter holiday on Thursday, so I'm busy rebuilding the workshop and offer you start Rune, you start Thursday coming up? Or you started last Thursday? Huh. And honestly, I'm not overly religious, so I did not know that Easter was... I knew that it was celebrated in some parts of the world, but I was not aware of how many people celebrated Easter. Obviously, it's not one of those American holidays. I look like an idiot right now, but there's nothing new about that. How much do I owe you? I don't know. 3rd day off by now. Okay. So yeah, that was just one story, and it's like, come on, yeah, I was like, you owe me a service charge, and because you are a good customer, or I have been out here, I'm not going to charge an emergency service charge, but, yes, I didn't get to do my locks we've lost this week. Locks we've lost this week. And these are crappy ones, and literally I hadn't had many lock replacements this week, but yes, these are those $5 locks that just are horrible. I've got 3 of them here. Oh, actually, I'm not going to shim them. I don't have my shims or anything here, but I got 3 deadbolts that I replaced on a house that was a flip house. But I saw this, so I did want to point it out. Don't y'all love when you see this? This is the awesomest thing ever to see. And that is due to, I can't see what I'm doing here. Due to somebody screwing in the screws. Usually it's because they will take double cylinder screws. Now I don't really know how this happened. Oh, those are really long screws. That's how it happened. Just crappy locks. You see this a lot with crappy locks. The tip of the screw, you screw it down and crank. Punches right through. Makes it easy to tell where to drill, right? Oh, look how bad those are stripped out too. Yeah, so you'll see this a lot on house flippers where they come in, they drill out the locks, and I hate it because like on the front door it had a handle set on there, and you can see where the handle set was, and they put these crappy things in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. SE lock and key. You've lost your existing keys, or you just need an extra one? I don't have anybody that can do. I don't have anybody that can do that for you today. I'm sorry. Thanks. So yeah, so those crappy locks are gonna get what they deserve. They get tossed in the garbage. So I'm gonna get caught up on comments here. That was just the last couple of things that I wanted to talk about. I did want to point out last week I had a pile of, on my live video, I had a nice big pile of key shavings right here that nobody pointed out. And on that note, you might notice if you watch any of my videos, you might notice there are some new things popping up in videos. And a few of you guys have jokingly asked me about a few of those things in that video. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Hold on, let me clear off some of these notifications. Wink, wink. Pay very particular attention if you're interested in receiving certain items, possibly. Pay very close attention to certain things that you may see in videos and be prepared to know to go back and find some of those things. Yes, I hope everybody hits that like button. Make sure, because we are about to wrap this up. I'm going to catch up. Third day off, Rune Bird. Craziest situation I found myself in my career is just being in this career. Now, I've had a lot of weirdo situations, and that would be literally a whole video. But, I mean, I can do a chat video on that too. To actually get better at this, I've kind of started thinking about doing a shorter version of live on maybe Wednesday nights around 6, maybe Wednesday, probably not Thursday, but maybe Wednesday, but not a full hour like we do today, but more of maybe a 20-minute just catch up so that I can get more practice in. I don't know for sure yet, but yes, we'll talk about that another time, Liquid Cat, but there have been a few dicey situations. What series of LSDA residential locks do you prefer? I've got a stack up there of the 20 series. There's the 75 series. I've done a 75 series versus 25 series video on LSDA. Go back and make sure and check that out if you haven't. But I do have quite a few LSDA. But the Deadbolts 25 series, that's what I replaced these with, was 25 series Deadbolts. They're a good price. They're not great, but they're better than Kwikset in my opinion. Oh, hey, bye, Leon. Bye, Pete. You need to find some chef. Yeah, okay. And the clients were naked. Oh, Daryl, no. Yes, Liquid Cat, we're wrapping it up now. So for all those of you who are saying goodbye, appreciate it. Appreciate y'all joining in. I'm going to catch up on the comments just real quick. Schlage, the Home Depot, John, the Home Depot Schlage. The B60 series is one of the best things that you're going to find at Home Depot. If you want to get something better, the 560 or the 562 double cylinder is your better option because it comes with a high security strike. If you go back on my videos again, you type in SE Lock and Key Schlage and it'll show you a bunch of Schlage discussions on all the differences I think that I've pointed out. I don't know if I've done one on the 560. You can't find 560. The only thing you can find is the 60, and it's decent. It's the best thing that you're going to get at Home Depot for sure. Yeah, and the Wednesday, and going back to that Wednesday night, I'm thinking about that because some of you guys are different time zones, so maybe that'll let y'all, let me chat with some different guys that are on during that time. Don't know about it. We'll work on it. I'll work on this stream a little bit better. Hopefully we won't have a problem again because, like I said, I think it was from the storms. But y'all have a great Easter. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go back real quick on that while we're kind of finishing the video. I'm just going to scan the last few comments because there were a few that I missed. And I don't want to miss anybody. If I did miss you guys in the comments, sorry about that. I did not mean to, but I was hoping to get my pad working right. And I got a siren coming by, so excuse me for that. You can tell we're near the hospital. Yep, hopefully next week I'll get this straightened out again, or maybe by Wednesday. Maybe, I don't know. But I do appreciate all you guys who have stopped in. And I'll go back again, I'll go back through and address some of you guys directly in the actual comments for the video once it uploads. After I pull my hair out and try to figure out why this did this. But again, I appreciate all you guys who are watching. I'm looking across the street because he's building something. He's building like a, here. He's building like a thing out there. I don't know. Let's zoom in. Can I zoom in? Yeah. He's building something behind the restaurant. Oh, hey.
How we doing?
Good.
You go.
It's our friendly USPS mail guy. Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll see you now.
Have a good Easter.
All right.
Sorry, mail guy. He knows I do videos, so yeah, he's building some kind of gazebo behind the restaurant back there. So anyway, that's it, guys. We appreciate it. Y'all have a great Easter weekend and have a great weekend period if you don't celebrate Easter. And if I'll try to put out some kind of notification if I do, but make sure you like this video, appreciate it, and set your notifications that way. If I do decide to do a live at some weirdo time, then you will get a notification. Actually, I've not been able to even, zoomed in still. I've not been able to figure out how to even check my own notification feed, so I suck at all this. I guess I'm a better locksmith than anything, right? If you can even say that. My goodness. I quit Reddit, by the way, y'all. Screw it. I deleted the app. I'm tired of that nonsense. Just ridiculous. Oh, hey, Southampton joined in at the last minute. Coming in at the last minute. Catch up with you later. And Mr. 17, I did not see you. Bobby Keys, hey, joining in at the very last minute. Happy Easter, Bobby. And yes, James Randolph, thank you for clicking that like button. Don't forget, Leon, happy Easter to you. Bird, Laters, Pete, the obligatory siren. Yes, we have hospital, so always gonna have sirens in my videos. Who wouldn't hit a nail on Good Friday? Yeah, I mean, some people are for sure not into it. The shoe shop next door closed yesterday. Everybody around here was open, and it's not for religious reasons. He just doesn't want to work, I guess. So I don't know. I'll be open Monday too. It's no big deal to me. What is Easter about? Yeah, you'd have to go look it up. Tyler left Reddit too. Yes, I mean, I never posted like all my videos that I put on Reddit, and I only posted the ones that may, be interesting to some, and only in the locksmith category. But there's just too much. SE lock and key. I don't have anybody that can come out. I'm sorry. What kind of car is it? We don't work on those. All right. So, yeah. Done for Reddit. Can't reach me on Reddit anymore. But anyway, guys, thanks again for joining in. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great Easter. I hope y'all have fun and cook out or do whatever you do for Easter. We're not doing a dang thing because we don't have kids. Yes. We'll catch y'all next video. Thanks again, y'all. I got it. Okay. There. Yes. Don't forget. I know you can still hear me. Don't forget this part of these videos. Pay attention to it. Might come in handy one day.